right, Sam. Would you rather never eat again or never sleep again? Or in your case, never drink again. Or never
that was a little... I would say never sleep again. I would be so down if I never had to sleep again. I'd be able to get so much more done. And, like, there's not the repercussions of not sleeping, right?
Right.
Yeah. That sounds amazing. I would love to never sleep again. What about you?
I think I would probably do never sleep again. I'd get a whole 8 hours of my, 6-7 hours depending on the night.
True. What about you, Alyse?
I don't know, because what would I do with that time? Probably nothing useful, really.
That is true.
You know what I mean?
Actually,
but
now
like
you get that time
the
to mess
inconvenience
around.
of having to eat, like that would be gone. You could have endless energy all the time. I think I would never eat.
Wow.
You wouldn't be tied to that.
that is
interesting. I forgot that.
Not
that
have
was
to be
even-
tied to eating to survive.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
And if everybody else was still sleeping, what are you doing with that time?
You're right. My personality. I don't know if it's my personality, but like I'd be like, oh, I have 8 extra hours, and then I wouldn't get anything else done.
Yeah.
It would just be wasted. So actually, I might switch to never eat again.
That is shocking for you.
It is.
Yeah.
I would not have a job if that ever had that.
I could switch if I heard a good argument, but I think that's my answer.
I think it just, like, you feel like you waste so much of your day already. Imagine getting those 6 hours to be like, I can waste this and not feel bad about it.
No, but then I would
terrible.
still waste it.
See, no, that's what I'm saying. You can waste it and it's fine because you can be productive the rest of the day.
No, because mentally you're just wasting more time. Like you're not. I don't think that would feel better. Knowing that you could waste that.
I'm with Alyse.
Because then you could.
No. Why am I always the bad guy in these? Well, welcome everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Sam's Midnight Ramblings. And this week we get our amazing friend Alyse here with us. Sam, introduce Alyse. Give us 3 things about her.
Ooh, I was thinking about this. 3 things you should know about Alyse is she is a plant lover.
Yes.
She is a gamer both of the video game and of the board and card game versions. And probably party games too. And then should I do the obvious one or should I let her do that one?
I mean, she can expound on it.
Okay, she is the biggest Swiftie I think I've ever met.
Oh, that's not where I thought you were going. But you're all right.
What's the one you thought were thinking?
She's a teacher.
Oh.
Both true.
Yeah, anyways. So that's how we view you, Alyse.
Oh, that's good. I'll take it. It's not bad.
How would you like to introduce yourself? You get 60 seconds.
I'm a teacher. Yeah, I teach 4th grade. You nailed it. I really like plants. Honestly, that takes up a lot of time. Just like taking care of the plants, all the things.
Imagine if you didn't have to sleep, you could do it more.
No, I don't think I would though. I would waste that time. I know myself. I know my bad habits. I definitely do like Taylor Swift a lot. She was my #1 artist the last 2 years. In fact, every month, because Apple Replay gives you an artist of the month and maybe not artist of the month, but album of the month. And it was the same album for the entire year, January through December.
Wow.
Same album.
What album?
Tortured Poets
Poets.
Department.
I was like,
There's so many songs, so it's not. You only have to listen to them like twice a month, and the whole album. Yeah.
that is impressive. That's
Yeah.
very impressive. Okay.
I have a question going along with the Taylor Swift
Mm-hmm.
thing. If you, like, you know how they do have, like, personality tests of, like, you find your, like, Hogwarts house or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Picture that, personality test for the Sams and then yourself,
Ooh.
but with Taylor Swift song.
Taylor Swift song?
Or
Yeah.
album. I don't know. That might be song.
It's
might
like
be too
song?
specific.
I don't know. Album?
And then we'll have to go listen to it
Yeah.
to see if it's true.
We'll just throw it in there.
Well, I don't know. There are like things in Speak Now, like the very like romantic. I like that. But then like some days I'm like the Reputation album where it's like, who cares? I am who I am kind of thing. So it kind of just like depends, I guess, what's part of my life we're talking about. I don't know if I really have one. Or just like I feel like Midnight's for no reason, just because it's solid, not like super moody. Although sometimes I can be. We all can be. Hey! But
I've never actually listened to it, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know. That's a hard question. I'd have to think more on that. Because
Okay.
I don't know.
Good question. Good call.
We're waiting. You have to do Sam.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
gonna
okay.
tell us.
But you can wait and get back to us.
Yeah. I don't know.
Stew on it.
Yeah.
We should do that for
Oh, dude, we can
I
put
like need to-
Instagram thing.
Well, like, we can also put polls on Spotify.
Oh, we can?
So we can throw a poll up on Spotify about it.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Whole new world opened up.
Yep. Get ready for that.
I need to like see the albums and the songs. Like I know them, but I need to like see it.
Yeah,
get
we're
the
not
answer.
fancy enough to be able to just show
I mean, like, I have
My
it on
phone
my
has
phone.
1%.
Yeah, I'm at 10%. Oh man, we're super prepared. Okay. Being a plant aficionado, give us your top 3 favorite plants.
Okay, like specific plants or like the family of
I
plants?
knew you were gonna get specific.
Like, do you want to know my actual favorite, like
Yeah,
actual
just-
plant, or
Yeah,
just like
your
family?
top
Okay.
3. Look at the plants.
Okay. I don't know. It changes. I am really enjoying Hoya plants right now, but I don't know which one I like the most. I would probably say my fishtail Hoya, like my Polyonera. Is that how you say it? It's a plant.
Wow.
It's green. Looks like a little fish, like a whale fin, fishtails.
Oh,
Okay.
like for
That's
the
cool.
leaves.
And you can see like the veination of it in it.
Oh,
It's
that's
really,
really cool.
Yep, and it
Do you have one at
vines.
your house?
Yeah.
Okay.
It vines and eventually it will flower, and I have not had it flower yet. So that's my goal, to get them to flower. But that's what's fun about Hoyas, because they will bloom. I just got a new plant this last week. I know it's a calathea. I don't know what kind it is, but it's velvety. The leaves are like fuzzy, and I really like that. And it's like a dark purple underside with like my favorite color
Whoa.
green on top, because that's I really like it. We'll see if it lives, because calathea, they're a little moody. They have to have like the right conditions to survive, but
Gotcha. Temperamental.
yes. And my other one, I got a Monstera Thai Constellation, which, you know that big plant in the corner of my room, like the big, huge leaves, the Monstera
Yeah.
deliciosa? It's will be that, but it's variegated, so it has some white and yellow flecks in it. But I don't know if they get as big as that Monstera one I have, because
Okay. That was gigantic.
it's huge. Those are huge.
Yeah.
But I mean, over time they'll get bigger, but it'll finish straight, and but it has the cool coloring.
You just used about 20 words. I don't know what I mean. But I'm glad you do. Dang. Do you have a favorite plant? Sam?
Of that I have, or just like all time?
Just all time.
Both. I want to know both.
Yeah, both. True.
Of the plants I have now, that is a good question. I have to think of. I don't have as many as Alyse, but I still have to get them.
You have a lot. I mean, you've got a good amount.
More than I have.
There you go. You don't have any?
0.
I'll give you one.
Okay.
I just threw away last week, so.
Trying to think. I probably my Pathos, my vine
Pathos?
plant. That I have. I love hydrangeas. They are so pretty, and like the colors. So that'd probably be one of my
They're cool.
favorites that I don't have.
Okay.
Do you name your plants?
No, just like the actual name. Or I'll call them the common name sometimes. Sometimes it's the scientific name, but mostly it's the common name.
Okay.
I don't.
Don't get that personal
No,
with it.
not that into it. I mean, like, I don't know. I would get confused. I have.
Yeah, you have a lot. You
I
hard to keep
I have
track of
one
yours.
that I've named because my 4-year, I think she was 4 at the time, 4-year-old niece named them.
Aw.
She named it Hairy Hair. Because it's like vining and it doesn't look like hair, but it kind of does. And so that one is known as Hairy Hair.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
I used to
My
have
whole
a
family knows that.
mini tree that was named Ferb.
Ooh.
Because it was just like green leaves on top and long
Like Ferb.
neck. Yeah.
I like it.
And he died.
Oh, that's
Huh.
sad.
Yeah.
Do you know what it actually was?
Like what plant it
Yeah.
was? Common, like a corn plant, but like
Oh,
the
yeah.
actual was like draconi.
Jasena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jasena. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I've had
Dude,
some-
I need a hobby. People are just like, it's insane.
Well, it's a big hobby. It's a lot.
It's good. It's good
I
to have
like
a
it.
hobby.
Yeah.
I don't, and so I'm lame.
You're not lame.
That's not lame.
Oh,
You're a
man.
podcaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about hobby.
Yeah.
It's your turn to ask a question.
Oh. Oh yeah. Let's see. What is the first thing you noticed about a person? Tell us how judgmental you are.
I don't know. I don't think I really notice things like physically so much. I mean, I
Okay.
do like more like their countenance and like their smile and how they carry themselves, I think.
Gotcha.
Like if they are like a happier person in the way they carry themselves or just like I don't know if that makes sense.
It does. I mean, people have that like demeanor.
Just, yes.
You just
I
kinda
just
kind
look
of
at them
notice
and-
that and I think I judge that more than anything. I mean, if I'm like, not that I judge, but that's probably what I notice versus how people carry themselves.
I think
Maybe their
that's-
confidence or,
Yeah.
positivity or lack of.
I think that's good. I mean, that's how we do. That's how we get through life. That's how you avoid sketchy situations. Oh man. Okay. Next up. Ooh, I kind of liked that one.
This one?
Into a sport.
Okay. So you're a big gamer.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go to a little more specific with board games.
Okay.
So
Board games or card games?
board games.
Board
like
games.
there's a board
Yes.
involved.
Yeah.
Yes. Got it. Just clarifying.
No, you're good. So if like, what's one of your like favorite board games that you'd make into like a sport?
Into a sport?
Yes. So you have like,
Like
teams,
competition?
you're competing, like you're going around. You have
Yeah.
a national level event. Maybe it'll be in the Olympics one day.
Yeah.
So I don't play board games like I used to. We used to play them a lot, like my family, but then my siblings all had kids, and that kind of, changes things.
It's true.
So probably one that sticks out to me is Dominion. Have you ever played that?
I love that
I've
game.
You
heard of
can.
it.
It's like a different game every time you play.
Yeah.
You pull out certain cards, and
Yep.
so it's not like you can even get good at one gameplay because
No.
you'll have different cards. I'm not the best at it. I rarely win. My brother wins most of the
Do
time.
you have it?
No, my brother does, and he has like 2 of the
All the
expansions. So he has
expansions.
3. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's
That sounds fun.
I want
It
to
is
play
fun.
it so bad.
but it's fun because it's not the same gameplay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that, and that you could actually have competitions because it would be like a different strategy. You'd have to be able to
Adapt.
strategize
quickly.
with what's on the table at that moment.
Ah, such a good call. I love that game. I need to play it again.
Yeah, I should see if I could borrow it. Although, I don't know if I could set it up. I don't know that much. Like, I could figure it out.
We
I
can
can call my
figure it
brother.
out. we know how to do that.
That is one thing. So this is a tangent. One
Go
thing I've
ahead.
noticed about like our friend group is we play lots of games, but we don't actually like play board games, which is hard in like the environments we're at because it's like
Yes.
you have to know the rules. It takes time to explain, and then
Yes.
like they're usually longer.
And
but-
it's only like 4 people usually,
Yeah.
which is part of the
Yeah.
problem. Very exclusive.
Unless you're doing Pirates of the Caribbean Life.
What is that?
We did
Like the
that for
live
New
thing?
Year's.
Oh.
Yeah, it was live Pirates of the Caribbean. It was on last episode. We went ham with that game. It took us 2 hours, and we were so...
Like life? Like the game of life?
Yeah, but it was Pirates of the Caribbean version.
I didn't know that could take 2 hours.
I didn't either, but we made it. And
Alrighty.
it was awesome. That's how we rung in the new year.
That's exciting.
But yeah, it was a good time. I recommend it to anybody that has it. Anyways.
You should do like an actual game night.
yeah, I did that with
Like board game night, but you'd have to invite like certain.
You'd have to be specific.
Yeah, it couldn't just be like an open invitation. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you'd have 12 people.
Yeah.
You
Like
can't
we
play
did.
board game with 12 people.
Like when Dave was in the ward, we did risk nights. It was like me,
Oh.
him, Brendan.
Did you do that,
Arden.
right?
That's long.
We did 2.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the first one was really good. We had like 6 or so people. Second one was just me and Brendan. We still had a really good time. He smoked me though. But yeah, no, you're right. You kind of get really specific when you do those.
Yeah.
But they're fun. I
fun.
don't play a lot of board games. When I was visiting my sister, we played a couple, and then I went to like a board game night. Wingspan, I think, was the game.
I love that game.
Wingspan's fun.
And it was just fun. I was like, oh, I just don't do this very
Yeah.
often. It'd be fun to do this a little more.
Mm-hmm.
So if any of you guys listening,
Have a fun board game and
You should
looking for
invite
players.
us.
Get it going. Add it to the list.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so many things on the list. Oh man. Okay. For 2 non-Utah people living in Utah,
Yeah.
what do you think is the most important thing that we should know about Utah?
Like a fact?
I don't know. What do you think is the most important thing?
or
we
like
should
Utah
know?
history, because you teach 4th grade.
Yeah.
Utah history.
True.
I mean, yes, I do, but is that any of that really relevant? No.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not from Utah.
Same.
I'm going to change it a little bit and say the best place to go in Utah.
Okay.
It's fair.
Because
I mean,
I
our
don't know.
podcast, but whatever.
I'm your guest. I can do what I want, right? No, because I don't know the answer to that. I mean, I could tell you, like, the Native American tribes that were in Utah.
Okay.
You have the Goshoot, you have Navajo, Shoshone, Paiute, and Ute.
Well,
Hence the name Utah. It came from the Ute tribe. I haven't taught it this year, so I don't remember the details. They all get confused in my mind. I know Navajo is the southeast,
yeah.
and like a lot of it, Ute I think is most of it, which is why it's
Utah.
Utah. I think Shoshone is northern, because we had a Shoshone tribe leader come to our class.
Oh, no way.
Chief? Who's a chief?
That would be so cool.
Probably
Yeah, it
because
was
they have.
So I think
Shoshone
it's up
tribes in
here, and I
Idaho,
think
too.
Paiute is maybe Tooele. I might have made that. I did
More
make
on
that
the
up.
western side.
I made that up. That might be down by St. George. One of them's down by St. George. That one might be Paiute.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know where they are. Again, I haven't taught it this year, so I don't know. But the best place you should go in Utah is Lake Powell.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't
That
been.
tracks. I haven't
Yeah.
I
either.
haven't been.
That's a good time.
Okay. I'll put it on the list. We'll make it out there sometime.
This summer.
Yeah. Trip.
Before I go.
Do a podcast on location.
Pretty fun.
I mean, I could try and make it happen.
Yeah. This is how we plan stuff. Okay.
What's your favorite joke, Alyse?
It's dumb, but it's my favorite.
I mean, that's what most jokes
I
are.
know. I like dumb jokes. I like dad jokes. How did Harry Potter get down the hill? Walking. JK, rolling.
Oh my god.
It's so funny. Or I have another one. What's a plumber's favorite shoe? Clogs.
Wow.
Those are good.
That is a good
I know.
one.
Thank you.
Dude, maybe we should have a segment of just dad jokes. Just going
Those
at
are my
it.
2 best ones.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I've ever heard those. I might have heard the plumber one. That sounds, but the Harry
Yeah.
Potter one,
I heard the
You
Harry Potter
haven't?
one
That's-
before. I haven't heard the plumber one.
That's
so.
a good
Or if I did, I forgot, and it's still great the second time.
Oh man. I gotta stop saying that. My least favorite part of editing is just listening to all the oh man.
But I didn't notice it until you pointed it out.
Yeah, and now all you hear is just
I
me
do notice
going.
now.
Yeah.
But I didn't before.
And now all you listeners have to deal with it too. Feel my pain. Let's see. If you had a midlife crisis and you were going to quit your job, what would you do?
Like, and still be a successful human, or
Just what would you
It's
do?
midlife crisis.
You can be a
Anything
hobo.
goes.
Do whatever you want.
I would probably sell my house, quit my job, move down with my parents, and not do anything. I mean, but if I was still being a productive human, I don't know what I'd do if I'd find another job somewhere, but I don't know what it would be. People have asked me that, like, what would you do if you didn't teach? And I have no idea.
Would you do something with plants?
Oh, yeah, my dream is, and I would never actually do it because I would never do it. But I think it would be really fun to own a greenhouse.
Oh, that would be kind of cool.
Because you could do like the businessy side of it, but still have the joy of plants.
Plants and everything, yeah. Huh. I want to hear your answer to this question, Sam. I mean, you're still in school. You're kind of coming up to this.
Graduate, I'm like, I'm not doing food science anymore.
Your last semester.
No.
People do that.
Oh, I know.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, just finish it.
I almost did it.
No.
No, at this point, yes, I'm finishing. There's no
Yeah.
way. Yeah. What would I do? I don't know. That's a good question. Well, as a kid, I wanted to do more. It's still a dream to be an author.
Oh.
So I might do that. That'd be dedicated to writing.
You're going to write a huge fantasy novel
Would it
about
be fantasy?
cheese.
Yeah.
Like high fantasy?
Mm-hmm.
All about cheese.
No cheese.
I
think he's over cheese. He needs a break from cheese.
Just imagine the epic you could write, because you all know all the different types. They could be battling, trying to become the best cheese.
All this potential, right?
Yeah.
Write that
more
down.
like a comic book, which I wouldn't be opposed to writing. Maybe, actually, I don't know. That could be like a good creative...
You've heard of the Redwall series. That's about rats.
Actually, I love the Redwall series.
Exactly.
That was an amazing
Imagine
series.
one about cheese.
Did you ever watch the TV show,
No.
Redwall?
I have seen clips.
I've only seen... I didn't ever watch it growing
Yeah.
up, but I saw it on TV.
It
I
looks
think it was on
interesting.
PBS. We always change the channel, because...
Who wants
More
education?
exciting.
That's not my show. You know? That's more like Kim Possible.
That's fair. That was a banger.
Which, now thinking about it, like, it's about, like, mice, rats, like, things I do not like
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah,
which is
no.
weird that
No
I'm,
appeal.
like, was so
So
enthralled with
dude,
it.
I loved it so much.
It was a good...
Yeah.
What would you do if you had a midlife crisis?
If I had a midlife crisis, I would quit my job, go to some foreign country and try to play some form of like professional sport in like a like second tier type of thing.
What
I don't know.
sport would you stand the best chance at?
Basketball? Or
Maybe basketball. Just because I have a lot more time doing basketball. Volleyball I picked up in college.
But you got the height.
Yeah, that's true. Like if I went down like
You go play with, like, the Filipinos.
yeah, dude,
No
I would,
way that's the best.
I would
That's true.
destroy in the
Just
Philippines.
choose wisely what country you go to.
Yeah, because I legit looked at it once. I was like looking at like South American leagues and other stuff. So
That's funny.
Interesting.
that's what I would do. I'd love it. So maybe it'll happen. I don't know. Anybody have any connections?
I have no...
Underground basketball leagues
Basketball
in
rings.
Argentina.
So, you know what? I'll keep my ear.
Okay,
I'll-
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on the ground.
thank you.
I'll listen.
Very kind of
See
you.
what I can find out.
It's my turn. Did you ask last?
No,
I
it's
asked last
mine.
one.
What's something that you thought wouldn't be a problem as an adult, yet you still deal with it?
I don't know.
Do you need an example?
She doesn't struggle with anything. She's amazing.
You guys start. You start.
I think the one, I don't know if, I was just like, I feel like as a kid, you just think of adults and they're like, yeah, you work and like go home and like life's great. But like, I'm in school, so like, I don't really have a strict like 8 to 5 job. But like being productive and like doing stuff is hard. Like, I feel like I thought as a kid, like, oh, it's just going to be easy to do that. But like, no, like I'm still lazy lots of the times, like put things off. I'm a procrastinate. And like I've had full-time job, like internships. So I know I can like do it and be a good employee, but like it's still a struggle. Like, I don't know.
I think that's normal.
Yeah. For me, calling people on the phone. Definitely thought I'd grow up and be like, oh, it's easy. It's going to be so fine. I'm not going to stress about it. It's easy. But now I'm like old. I'm like, I hate this.
I get that.
Oh, man.
I can relate to that one.
Yeah. I think after buying the house, I had to do so many calls. I think I've gotten a lot better at it. But golly, did I hate every second of it. So, yeah, that's mine.
I would probably say, like, getting things done around my house or like cooking dinner. I thought that would just come like, and let's cook dinner.
That's
I just don't.
That's
like,
a
I hate
really
it.
good
It's
one.
a huge chore to do, to clean and to cook, and it's
Yeah.
just not as natural. It's just not natural for me.
That's a really good one. I feel that.
I thought that would get easier, and it has only gotten harder as I've gotten older and have more stuff to clean, and yeah, it's not gotten easier.
Oh my gosh, that's so
I still hate cleaning.
How was your house buying process?
I mean, I bought it
This
in
is
20.
more personally, sorry, people.
I bought it
I'm
in
very
2020 when it was like
I'm so
things were
jealous.
listed and gone so fast.
Yeah.
Like it was, but like also just before
It
really got bad. So, and I thought I was buying it at a bad time. So I was like, this is not financially smart, but I just was really wanting to. I think it was a month-ish long process.
Oh, that's not bad.
I don't think
That's really not bad.
and it was like 4.5 years ago, so I don't really remember.
Fair.
But I think it was like a month and a half of the offer, you know,
Going
like
back and
the
forth.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sound like you were
wasn't-
more on
it
top
wasn't
of it
bad.
than I was with mine, so.
Well, my aunt was my realtor, so it was.
Oh, that's
that's
super
nice.
nice.
It was convenient.
Yeah.
Because then I could just, if I was wondering
Hey.
things. And my dad was really helpful with the whole thing, just like, what does this mean? What am I supposed to do
awesome.
now? And my dad got me in contact with the lender, and like, so I just had a lot of people like call this person, talk to him. And so I didn't have to find a lender. I didn't have to do any of that.
Hey Jake, you wanna cameo real quick?
Yeah, what's up? I just was like, hey, I recognize voices. So,
Yeah.
just make sure you edit this part out.
Oh no, we're leaving this in. You are in here. What's a good question for Jake, really quick?
Or for Alyse, Jake can ask Alyse.
Oh yeah. Do you have any questions for Jake?
Or vice versa.
No.
Somebody has a question.
I came to answer questions.
Alyse, why did you become a teacher?
I don't know if I really have like a why, but I just kind of always wanted to. Like it wasn't really, I don't feel like I ever made the decision. Maybe in high school, like I'm going to be a teacher, but I grew up playing school. I always just kind of wanted to. So it was kind of an easy choice. I didn't have to like stew over it.
That's so nice.
You like helping people.
Yeah, I like helping people. I mean, yes, that's part of it, but and I really enjoy being around kids. Like kids are a great time. They take a lot of energy, but but they're fun, and it's fun to help kids and help them be successful and teach them things, and
That's awesome.
it's fun.
Well, sorry for interrupting.
Oh, you're good, Jake. We'll see you, Jake. Definitely thought it was gonna be Brother Blade.
I also do.
Okay.
Any tips, you two, for people who want to buy a house in the future? Like things they should be doing now, or like if they're gonna go.
Save your money.
Yeah, I was like, get a really good job, get paid a lot of money. No, I mean, honestly, you just have like realistic expectations when you're looking at houses. Don't get caught up
Yes.
in the like, oh, there's this
That'd be
and that,
awesome,
and I want
yeah.
this, and I want this and that. Like, you're never gonna get exactly what you want, so it's better to go in, get something that like you're comfortable with, and then like you can expand from there.
Mhm.
But yeah, just don't go in with like overly high expectations of what you're gonna get.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And like, I remember when I was looking at houses, I'd be like, oh, and I would do this with this, and I would do this, and I had all the plans to do things with my house, and I don't think I've done any of them. Just because life gets going, you move in,
yeah.
and then you're paying your mortgage, and you just put it down. Like, you just have to save up money
So
to do
much
anything.
money.
Everything's so expensive. Like, there are
Yeah.
so many things I wanted to do on my house that I still just haven't. So I'd say be okay with the house you're purchasing without having to do renovations.
Yeah.
Like if you're buying it and then wanting to fix it up, that's fine, but consider like hopefully the price is lower.
Yeah.
But I would say buy it and be okay with what you're buying, because
life is gonna happen.
life happens.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Like I have so many things I want to do with my place. And
I've
you're
lived
just
there
like, well,
for 4.5 years, almost 5, and I still am like, I have so many things to do. I'm like, I need to fix that, and I want to change that, and that
Yeah.
needs to be replaced. Just
yeah, I know. It's a
But
pain.
it's just hard.
Like, it's been 2 months I've been there now, month and a half-ish. I finally did an upgrade. I got rid of the blinds and bought paper ones.
I still haven't even got rid of my blinds.
Oh, really?
It's terrible.
They still look great, though.
Well, I just pull them up all the time because I want the sun for my
sunlight.
plants. So they're not down. They're not good. They're so bad. I need so many new things in my house. But you know what? It's fine.
It's fine. It
just
works.
stick plants everywhere and no one will notice all the bad things about your windows and
That's
styling
my
tip.
problem.
There you
I
go.
need more plants. I'm learning the secret.
I'll see what I can give you. Do you want an avocado tree?
Ooh, I might actually.
Because I was going to throw it away. Because
Ooh.
I planted them from pits. I think they were the pits we used from the 7-layer dip last Christmas. I think that's what it was. So I've been growing them for a while. I mean, the tree's like that big, and there's 4 or 5 pits in there.
like a year.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I didn't realize they grew that fast.
Yeah, I think it needs pretty high light.
Probably.
So if you have like a good south window, that'd be good. But I was going to throw it away because it was more of a fun experiment.
Than actually trying to make it.
And it's a cool plant, but
Oh, yeah.
I would rather get a different plant. If I'm being picky on space, which I'm trying to downsize as I buy more plants, but I have to get rid of them if I buy more, and I bought more, so I have to get rid of them.
Yeah.
So I have an avocado tree if you want it.
I'll take it. See how quickly it dies.
Yeah, at least it's, yeah.
At least it will
Not me
die
dying.
at her hands.
That's true.
Not me.
I will
killing
kill
it.
any
Yeah.
plants you don't want. Just give them to me. They
Well,
will
like
disappear.
I said, I just put like 2 in the trash last week. So I was like, this one
yeah.
is not looking the way I want it to. And I was like, I just kept telling myself, if I want this plant again, I can go buy another one. I can go buy another one if I'm going to miss it, you know?
That's true. That's fair.
But it's just ugly and I was not growing it the right way. It's fine. We moved on from that plant.
That's fair. Totally fair. Okay. Is it mine?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know, but
Yeah, I don't know either at this point. Do you have any questions for us? Okay. That's what I thought.
No? Again, I came to answer. Put a lot of thought into this.
That's fair. Is there any trip you want to make?
2 things. I really want to go on a cruise. We were going to go on a cruise with my family back in 2022, maybe 2022. But that didn't pan out. The whole...
Yeah. Rough time.
Some people... Yeah, it was the whole thing. Not going into that. So we couldn't, but we only found out like a week and a half, I think, before the cruise left that we couldn't go. So we had to like scramble and we went somewhere else, but it was really fun. But we didn't go on the cruise, and I really want to go on a cruise. But it's really hard planning to go on a cruise with my family when my sister-in-law's having babies, and you can't be certain, like 26 weeks pregnant, after that you can't go, and you can't go with a newborn. So it just is like...
yeah.
It's really hard to get that planned out.
So, but I really want to go on a cruise. We just need to go without them, I think. I think I can get my parents and my brother to go. So we'll go. We'll see. Because my dad likes cruising. My mom does too.
Nice.
Anyway, and I really want to go to Alaska.
Mm.
Like the wildlife and fishing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm big into fish. I'm not really that big into fishing, but
I
I like to say I'm big into fishing. But my big into fishing is I fish at Lake Powell every year for like 6 days, and 6 days 2 times a week. One of the 2 times I'm at Lake Powell. And maybe like one extra trip we'll go to like Silver Lake and I don't know, Big Cottonwood, Little Cottonwood Canyon.
Gotcha.
Sometimes I go some places, but most of the time it's just Lake Powell.
Nice.
Yeah. But I think Alaska would be fun.
Oh, yeah. I want to go to Alaska mainly because there is an Ambler, Alaska.
Is there?
There is. I am not directly related to who it's named after, but there is some sort of a connection.
Well, there's
there.
got to be.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's like biggest reason. The problem is it's like way up there because you have like the whatever that national park at the very top of Alaska is. Whatever
I
that
don't know
one is.
national parks.
I don't know.
Gates of the Arctic.
When I go, I'll study up.
Yeah. But yeah, that one.
Until then, I don't know.
And then there's like the Kobuk National Park, which is also just like basically at the Arctic Circle, and it's in
Okay.
between both of those. So it's
So
way
cold.
in the middle of nowhere.
But cold, like way north.
Yeah, way north.
More north than
Like you have to take a plane
the
there.
rest.
You just can't. There's no roads that actually go
I feel like
there.
you have to take a plane all the places. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have to. You can drive, but like,
Yeah.
I don't
So
want
that's my goal. I'm gonna make it there at some point because there's an Ambler, Pennsylvania, and an Ambler, Alaska. I haven't gone to either of them,
Well,
but
what are
I
you
will
waiting
make
for?
it there.
Better plan it.
Yeah. Anyways,
All right.
we are at 35 minutes. You're ready to dive in for another.
Buckle up.
Well, there's a question that I wrote that I want to ask, but I just lost it on my thing. Oh, here. All right. If you could go back in time 10 years, what advice would you give your past self? And then it's a two-part question. And then if you could go into the future 10 years, what would you give your advice, your future self? Or would it be the same advice?
The advice I give myself 10 years ago, I was in like middle of college, because I graduated December 2016, so near the end of it. I don't know, I was still like tunnel vision about school because it was so my life. I don't know if what I would say to 10 years ago. I feel like I'm the same person. Like, I don't know. Like, high school, I feel like I could tell myself, my past high school self, I could tell myself things. But
What would you tell your high school self?
which I think this is a common one for high school kids. Just be yourself. Like, don't worry about what other people are thinking or doing. Like, just worry about you. Be confident in who you are. But I think that's the normal high school experience. But if I could go back to high school, I would be a lot more confident. Yeah.
I feel that.
Maybe the same advice, even college. Just, like, worry about you.
Yeah.
And, like, don't worry about what's coming next in your life. Don't stress over that. Don't
enjoy the moment.
Yes, kind of enjoy the moment. Like, don't, like, when you graduate or when you get a job, when you get married, like, stop. Like, it's good to look to the future, but also don't obsess over the future and stress over it because it's not here yet.
I feel like I need that advice now, so thank you.
You're welcome.
So what about your future self? What are you telling your future self?
Oh, hopefully I'll be a lot wiser and I don't need to give my future now advice to my future self, you know? So...
Or what advice would you want from your future self?
What advice would I want from my future self?
Well,
I don't know. I don't know what lessons I've learned. That's a hard question.
You wanted to be asked questions.
I know. You're right. I don't know. What would I want to know from my advice? Maybe just like kind of similar to what I said, but not just enjoy the people you're around. I think and prioritize relationships more.
Okay.
Because I think that's really what life is about, is having relationships with other people and finding joy in other people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you're not doing that, you're missing out.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I think it's like, I'm number 4. For whatever reason. There's a quote from that movie where it's like, the people are what make a place good.
Yeah.
And I feel like, that's a big part of life. It's just, because like, you can be in the most amazing place in the world. Like, I went to Hawaii. But I went by myself.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like,
Yeah.
It's pretty, but
it's all about who you're with.
Yeah.
I worked at Lowe's through high school, and working at Lowe's was just, you know? But, like, I loved the people I worked with. We had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that was a really fun job. But it would not have been had I not had fun people to work with, so.
No, exactly. That's
It's
great.
all about people.
I like that. Solid. Okay.
What about you guys? What advice would you guys give yourself 10 years ago?
I would have been halfway through my mission, so probably be more confident. Don't be such a worrywart about every little thing. Yeah.
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 I think that's normal. I think most
I think
people...
so too. Okay, let me try.
No.
You think of one, Sam. I'm going to think of
That's the
another
same thing
one.
I said, so you can say that.
I want to be unique.
Okay, sorry. Be unique.
10 years ago, I was in the middle of my junior year of high school, which shows the age gap between everyone here.
Okay.
So I was in high school, so just
That's funny.
I don't. I'm trying to remember of like things I was dealing with in high school, so I can be like, you don't need to worry about that or whatever. And like, I think I've like blocked everything out. Not that like high school was bad. I remember like getting to the end of like high school, like senior year, and I'm like, this is awesome. Like everyone's like so happy to leave, but I'm like, this was great. Like I had a good 4 years and like had awesome friends, did awesome stuff. But like I know there's like negative stuff that happened that I'm like blocking out.
Who doesn't have those repressed memories?
Yeah. High school is a learning opportunity in many ways.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
hopefully get better.
crazy.
That life.
Jeez. Man, why am I so old?
I'm older than both of you, so I don't want to hear it, okay?
It would probably have to be the same lines of like the stress and anxiety. I like now I know I like had a lot of anxiety, but I think I just labeled it as like stress, and I was just like, oh, I have a lot to do. But I think like knowing now, I would like give myself some advice to like handle it better. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe that's one thing that I like thought would be better that I just like wouldn't, and maybe I still do, which I know not, but like, oh, in the future, like I won't have to deal with like anxiety or like stress.
Yeah.
But like that's the thing I'm going to be dealing with like every day for the rest of my life. And so like telling my younger self of like, you just have to like live with it, but get to a point where you can like address it, but not like try to like push it away or like hide from it, but be able to like address it and live with it. Cause then that would help the rest 10 years until now. That would like make my life so much better.
Oh yeah. No, I think that's really good advice. That's a good one.
And I don't want advice for my future self. I just want to know where I'm at in life.
I know.
Seriously.
Am I going to be married?
Yeah.
I know. Am I going to be
Do I still live in the same house? Do I have more money? You know? These are things I need to know. For my mental state, I
Yeah,
need to know these things.
seriously. I know. Where do you think you'll be in 10 years?
I don't know where I'm
Probably
gonna be
it's
in
the same
6
place.
months.
I don't change a lot of things about my life. It's too much work.
10 years from now, wow.
I know. That's a long time. Like, I think about just where I was 5 years ago. It's crazy.
I was still teaching.
See, you're like an actual adult, though.
Like, that's, I don't...
Me and Sam are still just trying to make it up.
Yeah.
If I'm living somewhere awesome, with like awesome people around me, that like there's fun stuff to do, and I'm just like happy with what I'm doing with my job, that it's like something that like maybe if I like I don't know about like excited to go to work, but I want to like enjoy work, so it's not like I'm dreading work every single day and I'm forcing myself to go.
Yeah.
But it probably won't be in Utah, is my guess.
Good.
Probably won't be in
Stop
Colorado
it.
either.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine.
It's not Utah. It's not
Colorado's
Colorado.
getting overpopulated. We don't want you there either.
I'll keep coming back to Cache Valley for reunions
Yeah.
to see my friends. Because I'm
No,
sure
thanks.
most of them will be, not most.
I'll still be at my
some
house.
will still be in the area. Well, there's some who are from the area, so it's harder for, I feel like sometimes it's harder for people who are from the area
To
leave.
get out. Yeah.
Especially if they have a job and they're settled down.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's true. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where I'll be in 10 years. I hope not here.
You
That's
said that
sad.
like this sounds negative.
Yeah, you're like, I just need to get out of this place.
Like, things are really great,
Need to leave.
but
Like
I don't
your
know.
job or anything, or just like
I don't know, in general, it just feels like it's a great place, but it's not really where I want to set down roots. And I am setting down roots, and it scares me, but
I don't know if I really fully planned on staying here till I got a job here, and then it was like, yeah, I guess I'll stay here. And then I bought a house, and it's like,
now it's
I guess I'm here. But I never like set out to stay here.
Yeah.
All my family's in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
all right, do we want, how are you feeling, Alyse?
I don't care. We can go, we can end. I don't care either way.
I mean, it's almost 10.
Okay, I have another question to ask.
Go
Sorry.
ahead.
I just came up with some good ones. And
I'm
okay,
here for it. It's fine.
what is something that you're passionately disgusted about that most people strongly disagree with you?
To like an
Yeah, unpopular opinion. That's a better way to say it.
Like, that was a lot of words for an unpopular opinion. I don't know. I'm pretty don't have. I mean, I have unpopular. I don't know. I can't think of any. I pretty much agree with most popular things. Oh, well, this one's unpopular in society, but I don't think it's super. Like, I think TikTok is terrible.
Yeah.
For many reasons. And I know that's an unpopular in, like, the world.
Yeah.
I think it's terrible for your brain. It's terrible all around, which is funny because I, like, scroll on Instagram, so it's not like I'm really escaping it. But TikTok is terrible.
It's just Reels, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, but, like, I had it back in 2020 for, like, a week or two, and there's terrible stuff on there. Like, it's just not good. I don't know. That's not a very good unpopular opinion because I don't think it's really that unpopular, but...
I mean, it's popular enough to get banned.
Yeah, well, that's not because of that necessarily.
No.
That's a different reason. I don't know. What about you guys? Unpopular opinions. I feel like I should have made a list of all these things and thought of them ahead of time.
Peanut butter and baby carrots? I don't know if
that's weird.
I don't know if that's that weird, though.
I don't know.
It's kind of
I don't
weird.
know.
But I don't know if it's that weird.
I don't know. My sister thought I was weird when I talked about gluten-free Domino's pizza is really good.
That was weird. That was weird.
That is weird.
That was
Gluten-free
weird.
bread is not usually good.
Yeah.
It was good, though.
I believe you.
Yeah.
But
I don't eat bad food.
okay, have you had gluten-free pretzels?
I don't think so.
They're like crunchier. They're better.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, try them. I don't know if they're more money, but try gluten-free
Probably, it's
pretzels.
gluten-free.
Probably. But
Sam, what's your unpopular opinion?
I have a ton of unpopular opinions.
Oh, actually, we don't even need to ask that.
Yeah, I was like,
Prefer to drink rather than eat.
hey, I've had people
I
agree with
have
me.
one. I have one.
Yeah, but
Bonfires
not
are
the
dumb.
majority. What's yours?
I think road trips are overrated. I don't like.
Whoa.
I like motorhome road trips. Okay.
Okay.
But like
In a car?
in a car, no. I would rather fly, and I don't even like flying. I get kind of sick. But I do not like road trips. I did not grow up going on road trips. I hate sitting in the car. I don't like road trips. I'll meet you there. You know, I'll fly there. I'll meet you there.
Interesting.
People always
I
like.
say I'm ambivalent about road trips. Like, I'll do them, and I'm always excited, but then I feel like I'm always let down on the road trips because everyone just, like, falls asleep or is, like, doing their own thing, so it's not, like, as, like, hype and parties. We're like, yeah, road trip! And then it's just like, no. So...
Yeah, I think I would admit I would rather fly somewhere because then you're just hyped the entire time.
Yep.
But, like, road trips are still good. I think it depends on how far you're going.
See,
It's really dependent on how far.
Yeah,
like, if
but,
I'm
like-
going cross-country, yeah, it's going to be rough. But if it's only like a 4 or 5 hour thing, yeah, that's fine.
but I'm going for the destination, not the journey to get to the destination. I don't want.
Sounds like
Like,
you need
I
to change
want
your
to go. I want to go to the place and have a good time. I don't want to take forever to get to the place to have a good time.
Which makes
I mean,
sense. I feel like most of the time,
I want to
I
get to the
don't-
destination.
Yeah.
there's been a couple times, like, I drove to Ohio for an internship, and then so I, like, stopped for nights, and I was like, oh, this is a cool place, I want to stop there. So that, I was, like, stopping, like, along the road trip, I was,
Yeah.
like, stopping. But most of the time, it's, like, I'm going to the destination, so that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not,
Yeah.
like, there'll be occasions, like, oh, that's kind of cool, but rarely, because I'm always on a deadline, and I'm always late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And I hate driving. I don't like driving. I don't like being in the car. The whole thing. Not my fave.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I don't know how unpopular that is, I guess.
It's probably more romanticized than it actually
Yeah,
like,
it's dumb.
is fun. Yeah. I guess, yeah. To each their own.
I mean, yeah.
But flying is just a good time.
Well, I don't know. I grew up flying. My dad's an airline pilot, so
Oh, that's right.
like I think I've flown to St. George more than I've driven. Because it was free, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sit in a car for 4 or 5 hours, or fly for free for a fraction of the time.
Yeah, flying is great. I so much more enjoy it. And like, which is surprising because I don't fit on an airplane,
Ooh,
but
yeah.
I still like it.
Unless you get like the exit row.
Yeah, I've only gotten it
Extra.
once.
But is it? No, it's not. I was gonna say the exit row doesn't recline, but it's the ones in front that don't recline into the exit row.
Yeah, because I can't block it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All that reclining, you know, the 3 inches.
Yeah.
Woo!
So big.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's worse. I don't know why. I feel like it's more uncomfortable when it's leaned back for whatever reason.
Oh, really?
And sometimes you go forward and you're like, whoa, that was really straight.
I lean it back immediately as soon as I get in.
And when people do that, you're like, wow, that's not a lot of room.
But, it's fine.
No, you're on an airplane, so
yeah.
like...
It's like
You're
it's
allowed
all
to do
tight
it.
space.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I would rather the person in front of me lean it back immediately than like me used to my space and then they lean it back and I'm
I
like,
guess that's true.
I would rather start out that way.
Plus,
then
like,
halfway.
if it's closer, because I'm always the
And
one
my
that,
tray
like,
table would move, you know?
Yeah, it
like,
gets closer.
I'm not about that. Just
I
stay
am.
put.
I like it. I like the lean back because I'm one of those people that leans over and like puts his head on the back chair. So if they're leaning back, that's even closer.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
You a window or aisle seat? I think we've had
Depends.
this conversation.
Ooh, I think I'm an aisle. Window's nice if I like need to sleep because
Yeah.
then it gives me like a wall
Yeah.
to like lean against. But I think I'm still an aisle guy because then I can at least kind of stretch my leg
Yeah.
out when they're not passing through.
I'm an aisle if I'm with people I know, but I'm a window if I'm by myself. Because then like
Then you don't have people.
You have a
coming
little
over
bit
you.
of more room.
yeah,
on the
you get a
window
little bit
side
more
'cause
room, and you don't have to deal with like the people in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a window every time. I will always take the window. I hate the aisle. Like I'm too exposed. I don't know. The middle. I hate the middle the most. Obviously, that's a given.
Yeah.
But I don't like the aisle.
Man.
I feel like I'm always leaning away from people, and then I'm like in the aisle, and then I'm hit. My shoulders are
No,
hit.
yeah,
I'm like,
I've had
so
that
it's-
happen. And
But
the
like the
carts run
window,
into-
you have more room. You can lean on the side.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about my legs though.
I have very short legs, so that's not a problem.
But pro
Yeah.
tip, like if you can check your carry-on bag, do it, and don't have anything under the seat in front of you.
Mhm.
It's a game
Why
changer.
don't you just put it
Or
up?
just a small bag.
Well, because
No,
I
that's not your
normally I'm
carry-on.
like a
I mean, that's
backpack
it.
and then a carry-on, so
Yeah.
then my backpack has to go under. But then I check my carry-on, put my backpack overhead, and then I don't have anything. And
Or you
it's-
just have a small
You just have
carry-on.
a small, yeah.
Depends on where you're going, because
Yeah.
I am an overpacker.
Same.
I have learned how to fit everything I need for a weekend trip inside of a bag that's about like 10 inches tall and like 5 inches wide.
Weekend
bag.
trip is
This
like,
bag.
I can pack for a weekend. I go to my parents' house all the time, like for the weekend, and like that's not a big deal. But like an actual vacation where you don't know what the weather's going to be or what you're going to need to wear, are you going to need to change, or are you going to need shorts? Are you going to need a dress? How many dresses are you going to need? But what shoes am I going to wear? Am I going to be walking around a lot? Am I going to church in these shoes?
I'm with you, Alyse. Other than
I don't want to wear like
I
my
don't have to worry about what
Tevas to
dresses-
church.
How many dresses to
Eh,
Yeah,
eh.
I brought
I
like
am open.
4
definitely
pairs
an
of
overpacker.
shoes to Brazil.
My biggest problem is like my shoes are huge because I have giant feet, and
Yeah.
so I try to pack as few shoes as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so
and some
'cause
shoes
I-
are smaller than others.
Yeah.
Depends on the season, I guess.
Yeah.
Boots or sandals.
That's fair.
Just depends. But yeah, my suitcase is usually very heavy. It's fine.
Oh man.
All right. Before we close, any last parting words? Any advice?
No.
Sick. And that's it.
I should have thought things out, but I
No,
don't.
that's not what this podcast is about.
Yeah, well, that's what I was hoping. So. Oh, I'll have a really good answer tonight when I'm falling asleep, probably.
Okay,
Nice.
text us.
I'll
Yeah,
text
just
you.
send me a little voice clip and we'll just slap it on at the end.
That would be so
have an
good.
answer.
Yeah, I can do it. Just slap it on there.
If I think of one, I will.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. I thought of some advice I wanted to give. It would be that any forward progress is good. The talk by Elder Dunn called 1% Better is a great talk about this. Don't get down on yourself because you're not where you want to be or not where you think you should be. I know the Lord loves effort, and he blesses the people that strive to be better. Not perfect, but better. And I think that's really great advice to remember. Also, and don't compare yourself to other people. That's not usually a helpful thing.
Thanks for listening, everybody. It's fun. Another week.
Yeah. Thanks for your time.
Yep. Look out for
Thank you
that
for your
poll.
time.
There's going to be a poll on there on Spotify. So go check it out. I don't remember what it's about, but check it out.
If you haven't subscribed or liked us, give us a rating
Yeah.
and subscribe. Whatever I'm supposed to say as a podcaster.
Do all
Like and
the things.
subscribe.
Yeah.
Share with a friend.
Yeah. Mainly that. Just share with friends. We think we're funny.
Yeah.
Our friends think we're funny, I
I mean,
guess.
that's really what matters is if
Yeah.
we think we're funny.
Yeah. So
That's what I strive for.
spread a little fun in everyone's life.
Bye.
The end.